to take a little look at electric and electro acoustic ukuleles. It's going to be very much an introduction, a basic look at the different types of instruments, amplifiers, little look at effects pedals. Maybe you're looking to buy an electric uke yourself, or you've recently had one and you're not sure how to set it up or what equipment you need. So a little introduction to electric ukuleles. Right, so there are a few different types of electric ukuleles. First one we're going to look at is an electro acoustic, and we would describe this one as a passive because if I show you the sides, there's no tuner or equalizer or preamp or anything on this. There's no batteries to put in it. There is just a little volume control inside. It is just, you've got your jack plug on the end. So that means when I plug it into the amp, there's nothing boosting it. So we'll do that now. So I'll just play it acoustically. Okay, we'll plug it in. Now my amp is switched off at the minute. Always make sure it's switched off when you're plugging and unplugging instruments. Here it is without. Here it is switched on. Hopefully you'll tell the difference. Okay. Now at the minute, I'm not going through any effects or anything. That is purely ukulele straight into amplifier. Okay, no preamp, no boost, nothing else. So we're going to take a look at another electro acoustic. This time though, it's got a preamp built in. Here we are. If I turn that round and show you, can you see it's got a tuner and it's got a few controls on it. This is my caramel tenor uke, and it's got a bass, a middle and a treble control on it. Now there is a battery that goes into this, which just means there's a little bit of extra power coming out of the uke before it goes into the amp. So we can still play it acoustically. This one's got a low G on it. Alright, so you can hear it fine, just like any other ukulele. But if we plug it in, now again, my amplifier is switched off when I'm plugging it in. Now I haven't touched the controls on the amp at all. I'm hoping you'll notice a difference in the sound. Okay. Much louder. That's because this has got the preamp, so therefore it's boosting the ukulele before it goes into the amplifier. Still no effects, I'm not going through anything else, I'm just going directly into the amp at this point. So we're back to the uke we started with at the beginning of the video. This is a solid body ukulele. If I go like that, you can see it's very, very thin. At the bottom is our plug for the amplifier. The amp is switched off or muted. Okay, now most noticeably you can play it. I'm playing that as I would normally play any uke, but it's very, very quiet, and that's because it's a solid body. It can't project the sound. Acoustic ukuleles have the hollow body to be able to make the sound. This doesn't, so it's much, much quieter. I should also explain the stickers on here. This isn't actually my ukulele, this is my husband's. A little while ago he said, "Oh, can I have my own uke?" And I said, yes. He doesn't play uke, mind. And he fancied one of these because he wants to learn, but he doesn't want me hearing him practice. Oh, so as you can hear, it is very quiet. All right, so that's it, unplugged. Let's switch the amp on and see if there's a difference. Okay, so it is a bit louder. Turn that humming down. It's not as loud as the electro acoustic ukes. Okay, we can boost it, we can put it through pedals, we can turn amps up, and just try not to have too much humming here on the video at the minute. Okay, so there we go. It's very cute. It's actually very cheap as well. Solid body electric ukulele. So just before we take a look at why we have electric ukuleles, I should point out you can get all sizes, alright, soprano, concert, tenor, baritone, they all have electric options, and of course we mustn't forget the bass ukes, or the bass ukuleles, which are all electric. But something just to consider, especially if you're left-handed, normally if you're left-handed and you're buying a uke, unless it's got a cutaway, you can pretty much get away with swapping strings around. With the left-handed electric ukes, they tend to put the electronics, the equalizer and the tuner, on the correct side for a left-handed player. So, you know, if I grab my tenor for a minute, okay, you can see my tenor has got it that side. This electric concert has got it the opposite way, okay? So I'm not left-handed, but if I was to go and play the ukulele left-handed, the tuner and everything would be in the correct position for a left-handed player. So why? Why have an electric ukulele? What benefits do you get from them? Well, probably the most obvious is being able to increase your volume. Maybe you play in a band or with other musicians, you've got to be heard above a drums or a bass or lots of other players. So obviously by plugging into an amplifier, you can make yourself louder. Now you may have noticed I've actually swapped my uke again. This is my Snail Electro Acoustic. Like my other one, this one doesn't have a preamp or an equalizer on it. What I really do like about this particular uke as well is that the input for your lead goes straight through the bottom of where your strap button is. So apart from it looking nice and neat, you don't have anything getting in the way if you're sitting down with your legs. So without amplification, okay, normal acoustic ukulele. With amplification, a lot louder straight away. Okay, now I'm not putting anything on it at the minute effects wise, and that is another benefit of electric ukuleles. You can actually alter the way they sound by using effects. Now I'm going to do further videos on different effects for uke. I'll just show you a couple of different things today. I'll pop some pictures of my effect as we go. So I've built myself a little pedal board so I can actually control effects separately, although I've used multi-effects pedals for many, many years as well. So a nice clean sound. If we're trying to get something like we had at the beginning of the video, hear the difference? I'm using a little bit of what's called overdrive, reverb and delay on there, but I can also add something called chorus. Now that's a bit loud with the overdrive on it, but if I turn the overdrive off, suddenly hear the difference? Something a bit like maybe George Ezra's Shotgun, okay? Or I can go really bizarre. Alright? So you can alter the way your ukulele sounds by putting it through an effect. Another brilliant benefit of an electric ukulele is being able to record it directly. In this day and age, you can plug your uke directly into something like your tablet or iPad or phone using something like that, which is called an iRig. But also you can plug your uke straight into mixers, into PCs, so that when you're recording you're not worrying about any outside noise or interference. So that's another brilliant benefit of having an electric ukulele. And another benefit as well of electric ukes, look, I've gone back to this lovely little solid body. As I mentioned earlier on, one of the reasons my husband wanted one of these was because he knew he could practice very quietly. Now, if you've got a solid body uke and you don't want to disturb people when you're practicing, apart from not plugging it in, you can get brilliant little gadgets like this, for example, okay? And it's a headphone amplifier. So what you can do with this is you plug it into your ukulele, like so, and then you would plug your headphones into this, switch it on, headphones on, you can be practicing away without disturbing anybody, but hearing it perfectly well. So another little benefit of an electric uke, the complete opposite of what I just said about making it louder, actually making it quieter. So what you're looking at right now is a very basic setup. You can see your ukulele, you can see a small amplifier, and in the middle you can see a cable. So I'm going to show you now how to connect them all up. And if you've never done it before, don't worry, it's not complicated, but there are a couple of things I should point out. Okay, so, I don't know if I'll ever get back up, mind? Here we go. So, uke, amplifier, we need this cable to connect them, all right? So what I'm going to do, move this out of the way. Normal standard guitar lead, okay? And I'm going to plug that into my input, my ukulele, like so. Next thing you've got to remember, make sure your amplifier is switched off. Don't go plugging or unplugging anything into amps when they're switched on, because you can get some horrible nasty bangs and pops. So my amp is switched off. In fact, I'll make sure the volume is down on it as well. And then I'm going to plug my ukulele in. Make sure it goes in the input. The number of times I've plugged things into headphone sockets and then wondered why they're not working. Okay, so we've now got ukulele with cable or lead coming out of it, going into an amplifier. This amplifier is meant for acoustic guitars. All right, they work brilliantly for ukuleles as well. This one in particular has got two inputs. So if you want to go singing and playing your uke, you can plug a microphone into one or your ukulele into another. Or if you want to plug two microphones or two instruments in, you can do so. So I'm going to switch it on now. And you think, great, there's a light, but there's no sound. Remember, I've turned the volume down. So I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit at a time. Hear the volume going up? And suddenly we've gone electric. Okay? Now, this particular amp, like many acoustic amps, has some inbuilt effects which are very useful. So the first one we'll take a little look at is the reverb. Now reverb mimics a sound from playing in a church or a large hall or a cave. Hear it ring on a little bit afterwards? Okay, and then chorus adds a sort of to the body of the sound. Hear that little wobble? So setup, ukulele, lead, little acoustic amp. Okay, but always remember, make sure before you unplug or plug your instruments, switch the amps on and off. This is a Fishman loud box. I think it's 60 watt off the top of my head. It's not the cheapest amp, but it's a cracking little amp, great make, lovely clean sound off this. So there we go. So again, we've got another completely different setup now, but exactly the same principle. A ukulele needs plugging into an amplifier. Okay, so I did manage to get up after the last one, just about. Right, so we've got our little solid body ukulele now. Now then, the last amp was in fact aimed at acoustic instruments, acoustic guitars, or sorry, electro acoustic instruments, all right? This one is actually specifically made for electric guitars, solid body. And like so many of them, this one, Marshall, quite a well-known make. It's very small, not very powerful, wasn't that expensive. It was under the £50 mark. Well, anyway, this one has got slightly different effects built in. The acoustic amps tend to have reverb and sometimes chorus. These guitar amps tend to have a bit of overdrive or sometimes distortion built in. So we'll do exactly the same. I'm just going to pop this on. If I drop it, hubby will kill me. Okay, so got our cable. We're going to plug it in to our input socket over there. My amp is switched off. Okay, so there's my input. Like so many amps these days, this one's got a headphone socket, so you could practice very quietly with this. And it's also got an auxiliary socket to be able to plug in your iPod or other MP3 player. Some of them are even Bluetooth now. Okay, so there we go. Alright, very quiet. I'm going to turn it on. Now there will be a little bit of a hum. Okay. Well, that's a nice clean sound. Okay. Alright. Right, I'm going to put the overdrive on now and you'll hear that effect kicking in and the buzzing will go up a little bit more. But remember, if you're playing in a big band or something like that, you're not going to hear any of that interference. Here we go. So it could be that. Okay, so there we go. That is guitar amp and our solid body electric ukulele. Okay, now this is a multi-effects pedal, alright? This is what I started off with, years and years ago with bass guitar. I just got a little multi-effects, and to be honest, I don't use much effects on bass guitars. But about 15 years ago, I got really into electric string instruments, electric cello, electric violin, and started really looking into pedals at that point. And this is where I discovered multi-effects. Now, they can be a bit fiddly to master, but just to give you a quick idea, they can be cheap and cheerful. You can sort of buy these second-hand, pick them up on eBay, alright? This is the Digitech. This one is meant for electric guitar, but can be used with your ukulele. Alright, hear the difference? So we get... using our feet and pedals. It's quite similar. Okay, so you heard a bit of this earlier. This is my pedal board. Now, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, I've done a lot with multi-effects, but I never had a go of actually using separate effects. So last year, and this took me quite a while to build and cost me enough as well, I started doing a bit of research and came across a few videos, not many actually, about effects pedals on ukulele. Watched Jake's video and had a little look at what he was using, because I thought, well, if I'm going to build one, I'm not going to mess about. So I've gone for some of the makes of pedals that he has used, and I've chosen a few of my own as well. So they are mainly Jam pedals. They're a Greek company. They are awesome. That's all I can say, all right? You'll hear them in a minute. This is still quite new to me. I will be doing more in-depth videos on this, but just for you to have a little idea, you can see, so That's actually a looper pedal. That cable goes into my amplifier, and this cable here, which goes into my first pedal, which is a tuning pedal, and one day I'll run through the order that you should build a pedal board in. This is going to go into my ukulele. Okay, so my ukulele is plugged into my pedal board. You notice on there, the very first pedal is actually a tuner, which is always very handy to be able to check and actually be able to see it as well, especially if you're playing in a dark venue. Okay, so turn my tuner off. You can hear my ukulele. That's quite a clean sound. It's just got a little bit of reverb on it. But if I want to put some delay, or a little bit of chorus, or if we want to rock it up a little bit, we're going to put a bit of overdrive on there. Too much of that. There we go. So that's my pedal board with some jam pedals on it. I will go into it a lot more in detail in another video. If you want to learn that riff or any others, I have done a tutorial on easy riffs on the ukulele. Go and check that out. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I've certainly enjoyed making it. It's been great fun. I'm not sure my husband is going to get his little ukulele back in a rush. It's fantastic to play. As always, if you've got a comment or a question, pop it below. And if there's anything from this video you want me to do further, leave that there too. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos, and thank you for watching.